guys, ReviewTIJ here, and welcome to episode 10 of the team review series, the penultimate episode. And we're with the Mercedes Formula 1 team today. We've got a lot to talk about because it's been a very controversial and successful season for the Mercedes team. And I'm obviously with Ben again, so introduce yourself, Ben.
Hello.
Okay, so we're going to get straight into it, and Ben's going to ask me the first question for a change.
Yeah, so what do you think the best individual race for both the drivers and team race overall for both the drivers was?
So Lewis Hamilton's was Hungary, obviously with his only win of the season. A very good race for him. Obviously not a good team race at all because I think Rosberg retired. But yeah, Rosberg's best race was probably, I have to say, it's a hard one because Monaco you can't really, Sutil didn't think that, nor Perez, but Monaco you can't really overtake, so it was a pretty easy win for Rosberg around Monaco. So his best race probably Britain. A lot of controversy, I can't even say the word, you know what I mean. Around Britain, obviously with the tyre failures, but we'll talk about that later. A very good race for Nico, a very solid win. Obviously with a lot of tyre failures, it was a pretty easy win. But yeah, I think Nico drove well in that race, and I think that probably the best team race it's a tough one. Let's have a look. There actually wasn't one race where both drivers finished on the podium, I don't think, is there? No. So probably the best race was probably Monaco and Britain, as they not Rosberg won and Hamilton got fourth, and both of them. Got nothing more to say about that, really. Have you got anything more to say?
No, but I'll extend on it on a question later on.
Okay, so who do you think the best driver has been this year, Lewis or Nico?
Well, I've got to go with my main man, Lewis. Without being too biased, yes, he didn't get as many podiums. Well, he actually got more podiums than Rosberg, but he didn't get any second positions, and he didn't win as many races. But he was more consistent, and he got more points for the team. And yeah, I just think Lewis Hamilton is at the moment, and was in 2013, the better driver for the team. And that's all I've got to say. Okay,
so I don't think I've got to say anything more. But I'm going to pose you this question that's not on our list. Do you think Lewis Hamilton's the best driver on the grid?
Well, I'm going to say yeah.
If you put him in a Red Bull, do you think he'd beat Vettel?
Oh, yeah. If you put him in a Red Bull, I think he would beat Vettel without a doubt. I think he is, in terms of raw pace, the fastest driver on the grid at the moment.
Okay, so that's interesting. So, the next question is...
The next question is, what do you think about their supposed tyre testing?
Well, that wasn't very good. And I think it was a poor decision by the FIA to only let them off with a warning. I think they should have had a heavy fine. But I don't get why the FIA told them, because it was the FIA in the first place, wasn't it, that said you can test. But really, what you've got to think about with the test gate is that they tested this year's car. That was the pure reason why. And at Monaco, that's why Rosberg won, really. You know, so it's a poor decision. You know, it's sad, really, to see this in F1. You know, breaking the rules, it's not really this bit stupid. And I think that unfortunately let Ross Brawn to leave the team. You know, it's a sad thing that Ross Brawn has left the team, but I think definitely that has made him leave the team. Have you got anything more to say about that?
No.
Okay, so the next question is the most controversial one. What do you think about all the tyre failures at Silverstone, and obviously the first one being for Lewis Hamilton?
Well, I was actually there, cheering on Lewis, as you do. And I sat on the pit straight, looking at the screen. I was happy because Lewis Hamilton was flying, absolutely winning the race, and then his tyre blew. And I think there was like 4 or 5 tyre failures.
There was him, Perez, Verne, Massa, and...
So probably more than 5.
Yeah.
Ricciardo, didn't he? Or was it Verne? It probably is.
Yeah, go on.
Anyway, but Lewis did an absolutely fantastic drive. He said it was his favourite drive of the season because he loves coming back from lower down positions and overtaking. And to build on what Toby said earlier, I think Britain was their best race because of Lewis's raw pace and performance in that race. Although he had the tyre failure, he could have won the race. They still won the race as a team. Unfortunately, Lewis missed out on his home Grand Prix. Hopefully next year the tyres will be sorted out, but very controversial tyre failures. After that, I think Pirelli were getting, excuse me, were getting just battered by the press, and it's not really fair on them because F1 came to them saying make it more exciting with the tyres, which they did, and then they're getting told off for making it exciting.
Yeah, but I think it's not right that the tyres are failing at the Grand Prix, is there? Because that's dangerous. I mean, like with Alonso behind Perez, if that had hit his head, I'm not even going to say anymore.
Well, yeah, to be fair, it is dangerous, but yeah, it's just some mistakes happen. Pirelli are unexperienced, but they should have enough data at the moment to make some good tyres for 2014. But yeah, definitely very controversial at Silverstone. That's where it all kicked off, really. But I'm going to ask you the next question, and what do you think's going to hold in the future for 2014 with Mercedes?
Well, I think it's purely going to be down to the engines. Is the Renault engine going to be the best? Is the Ferrari engine going to be the best? Or is it going to be the Mercedes? Because I believe that Red Bull, Mercedes and Ferrari will be the strongest teams next year. So if the Renault engine's good, Vettel's going to absolutely ace everybody. If the Mercedes-Benz engine's good, I think that Mercedes will win the constructors. If the Ferrari engine's the better, I think that Ferrari will win the constructors. But I think Lewis can win the title. I don't think Rosberg can, because I think Lewis is, like you said earlier, the best driver on the grid. You've got a couple more people that I think Vettel is a little bit lower than him, but if he won another championship, I can certainly say that they are really good drivers. Equaling each other. But I think Lewis Hamilton can win the 2014 championship. They can win the constructors, but like I say, it purely depends on the engines, really. Whose engines is the best. So have you got anything more to say about that?
Not really. It's just I agree that Lewis Hamilton can win the championship, but I also think Alonso could be in it. Like you said, depending on the engines, I think it's between the top three: Lewis, Vettel, and Alonso. I just think that's how it's going to pan out.
Or Kimi? Could Kimi be in it as well?
I don't know, because he's going to be their number 2 driver. His car is going to be probably a little bit slower than Alonso's, with updates and so on.
I thought
I think Kimi could be up there.
I thought that Alonso and Kimi were equal next year, not driver 1 and driver 2.
Really?
Because I don't think Kimi said he agreed to being a driver 2 at a team, so...
Oh, I didn't think Ferrari would do that after all of their years with Alonso, but anyway. I think I agree with what you said.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask you, what do you think their overall rating is?
Well, they really surprised everybody this year. Far outperformed their last few years since their return to F1. So I'm going to have to give them a 8.5.
Oh, that's very good. So that 8 classes Lotus and Ferrari. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe to our channels if you want to. I'll leave a link to Ben's channel in the description. Thank you, Ben, for coming on again. And we'll see you tomorrow for the final episode. Red Bull, Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber.
Bye.
Constructors champions. Boring! Okay, say bye, Ben.
Bye.
Yawn. Bye.